You aren't going to see these types of setups just because you watch the video. Like, you have to know a lot of things. You have to be in the charts, watching it, paint, key off of specific times of the day. Look for things that have already occurred, which was what I outlined, the sell side below here. These are relative equal lows. We went down below it here. Beautiful delivery. That's precise. You can't deny it. Rolls back up in, and then one more time tries to make an attempt to go down here, but there's no reason. Why is there no reason, ICT? How could I trust that? How did you trust to talk about it? Because you could have did it wrong in front of everybody, and they could have been laughing at you. What I've outlined here, the sell side below these relative equal lows. It goes down to a logical level, not some random place, not some random zone. I didn't refer to anything harmonic down here. These levels were already on my chart when it went down there. And then taking your attention to that level right there, this failure swing, you can now anticipate them. If you have the backdrop, the foundation behind it, that we've already went below these lows for sell side, and it went to a level that would be expected. Think about what's going on here by doing that. I'm stating that the algorithm will go back down to this level, below these lows, go there and be content with that, and then look to do what? Reprice for an opposing liquidity or inefficiency. We had both, buy side and the remaining portion of that 60-minute fair value gap in the shaded area. I don't need it to go all the way up to the top. I just need it to go back to the buy side here. So smart money was buying below these lows. Notice it's doing that when it goes down here. This area here, which is the midpoint of this wick. Let me go back in case you guys just showed up. We were looking for this new week opening gap down here. It delivered it at 39.80 and 3/4. It came down to 39.50, 39.80.50. That's the low. Look up here in the upper left-hand corner. That candle's low. It's 39.80.50. One tick below consequent encroachment. That is below this low and this low. So the algorithm is remembering what? It's referring back to this low and this low because they're relatively equal. It does not know. Listen, folks, listen. Listen. It does not know your stop. It doesn't know my stop. It doesn't know how many stops. Your broker does. But the algorithm has no idea. It doesn't reference it like that. It just refers to these points, these PD arrays. So the market does what? It reprices back down below those lows, which is a discount, and consequent encroachment. They're all measurable. And there's no need to go back down to that low. Why? Because it's already repriced to the new week opening gap. And done what? The sell side has been purged. This is just returning back to a point of reference for smart money to accumulate longs. If they're going to buy here in their quote-unquote smart money, and they are using what I teach as a market efficiency paradigm, that means they're going to buy stops that are below the market in the form of sell side, and they're going to distribute their long positions to buy side that's resting above the market. Willing buyers at a higher price. That's these stops right here. So they're buying sell side liquidity below these lows here and consequent encroachment. They don't fear the algorithm repricing down here because they know it's already done its job. Big, huge step forward in your understanding about price action if you can see that. So if they buy here, and I talked about this live, it's not like I'm going back in time because it's already happened. I said this live here for you so that we can see it. The logic is real, folks. It's real. If they're buying that, what are they holding for? They're not holding for harmonic patterns. They're not looking for Elliott waves and all that other stuff. They're not counting waves. They're not doing any of that stuff. They're simply looking for the inefficiencies above the marketplace. Where is it in here? Nowhere. Here. We've already done that several times. Buying here, they're going to go exactly where I said it was going to go. The remaining portion of that 60-minute fair value gap up here that hasn't been traded to, once it went lower here, we've only delivered one time here. We went up to a quarter of it here, which is, again, not random. Then it went to halfway, consequent encroachment, and then ran through it. Like I said, that's where the buy side is. So smart money buys discount, sells to a premium. Buy stops that resting above here. They knew those buyers wanted to buy the market when it was down here. When they're down here, smart money, the paradigm shift that you're being taught to have in looking at price action, because it's algorithmic, is you're buying it here with the same mindset that they have. Smart money sees this as buying sell stops at the most opportune time. It's the precise time, folks. It's precise. You can't make it any better than this. The logic is right there. And buying that with the expectation of seeing it go where? Right to those buyers that want to buy high. Now, they don't want to buy high to buy a long position. They have a they have a short, and they're holding on to their position here. Maybe there wasn't a lot of shorts. It doesn't make a difference because the algorithm doesn't know the level of float that resides above that. It means the number of orders. How many buy stops are resting above that high? I don't know. You won't ever know. The algorithm itself does not know. Buying it cheap, selling it to people that want to buy it higher. Why? Because I'm targeting their inability to know how to trade. I'm targeting their shield, their defense. I'm busting it in like the SWAT. I'm literally going through it. I'm teaching you how to do that. I'm sorry if it doesn't meet the nice feel that you think investing is supposed to be about. It's not like that, folks. This is war. And when you look at the charts, I have absolutely no moral conflict at all about taking your money or anybody else's money when you're on the wrong side of the marketplace, because you all sign the same risk disclosures when you open up your account. Everybody knows that you're likely to lose money. So if I'm buying down here, I'm doing what smart money's doing. I'm told you that that's what's going to happen there. From here, watch that. And we want to see it deliver up to this area again, but more specifically, the upper half. Why? Because it only went to here, leaving from this high up to the high shaded area here. That's not been repriced to. We only passed through one time here, then up to a quarter. So think about it like this. The range on that hourly fair value gap has been repriced to here. Right there at that moment. Then this high here takes it up to that level. So the remaining portion of that fair value gap, in my mind, I'm seeing that range left. I'm ignoring all this. So you're looking at all these things trying to guess which one I should have been looking at. I'm teaching you how to internalize it, because this is the part that the algorithm sees now. It doesn't need to look at all these other highs. This is the one that matters now, because it's traded up inside that old 60-minute fair value gap, but it's left in this portion of it where it has not redelivered to it. It's only been offered sell side. So the efficiency model is that price needs to trade up into that area and deliver price that way. It does two things. It does that redelivery and goes right for the buy stops I told you it was going to aim for. Now, isn't it convenient? Isn't it convenient that the market just so happens to run right up there, clear those buy stops, and now we're right back in the middle of the range again? Hello? Hello? Are you paying attention? Are you paying attention? Are you playing with your Game Boy? Are you texting your girlfriend? I'm listening to this guy go off on YouTube. No. You need to be paying attention, taking notes. Folks, this stuff repeats every friggin' day. every day. I talk about it in Twitter. I tell you exactly what candle to look at. I tell you exactly what it's going to be aiming for. I've been doing it for months. My private students have watched me call this on a daily chart, just the same way. And it can be done on a 1 minute chart, 5 minute chart, second chart. Yes, that's less than a minute. You cannot, absolutely cannot find anything fucking better than this. I'm sorry. This is perfect. This is the market. And if that upsets you, I'm sorry, but you're going to have to grow up. Because if you really want to know how to do this, if you really want to know how these markets book, you came to the right place. Mr. Wizard's World, we're here. We're here every day talking about the technical science and the stuff that really works. And it's undeniable. It's unrivaled. The precision cannot be found anywhere else. And that's awesome. It's encouraging when you see it, when you finally get your hands on it and you see it unfold day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year. It's infectious. It's intoxicating. You become an alcoholic. You can't imagine doing it any other way. Even in this sloppy range like this, folks. Even in a sloppy range just like this. It's not chaos. It is not chaos. It's all scripted. Now, on better days, when we don't have the effects of a Fed chairman potentially saying something that could be utilized as a smokescreen and repriced completely outside of the scope of what would be reasonable, we can see trending days and keep on adding to the position until it rolls to the far extreme of the daily range, high or low. Some of you might like to think that that's the only way you're going to trade and that's your model. Wonderful. That's nothing wrong with that. That's exactly what I'm doing this for. You're going to find your model before November. You're going to know exactly how you, not everybody collectively, how you yourself, the individual watching this right now, and every time I do a live stream, you're going to learn the thing that you resonate closest to, that makes the most sense to you. You're going to see something that says, you know what? Damn it, that's exactly how I see things, and that makes perfect sense. I'm doing that. I don't care about the fair value gap. I don't care about a breaker. I don't care about new week opening gaps. This is what I'm going to do. Wonderful. And when you get there, bloom where you're planted. Don't tinker with it. No matter what else I teach, don't tinker with it, because you're here to learn how to make money. You're not here to play video games, okay? You're not here to impress people on social media. You're not here to dance for people because they want to see you prove that you can make money. Screw them. You have bills to pay. You have bills to pay. You have ends to meet. You have places to go to and people to take care of. You don't have time to be dancing around for people that don't matter. None of these people matter that's going to demand you to do something for them. You are here to develop a skill set while you can, because this year I'm done. I'm done. The second Friday of November, we're done. ICT's done mentoring. There's no more mentoring, okay? So you have to show up. You have to take notes. You have to put the work in. I promise you, I fucking guarantee you, you will absolutely know what the hell you're doing come November, but you have to show up every day. Stop dancing around and adding shit to this. Oh, I'm going to bring supply and demand thing to this. I'm going to bring Elliott Wave to this. Stop. Leave all that stuff at the door. If you want to pick it up when we're done in November and add it back to everything else, go right ahead. At that time, I don't give a shit. But while we're doing this, this is all that matters. This is it. This is the truth. Nothing else matters but this. You cannot argue. You cannot resist it. It's being shown to you beforehand. You guys bitched and moaned. Oh, you'll never see him go out here and live stream. You'll never see him outline all this stuff because it doesn't work. Dude, I'm doing it every fucking day. Every day. Like clockwork. You can set your watch to me. It's perfect. That's how you would expect it. If it was an algorithm, wouldn't you expect it to be like this? Some of you are thinking, what the hell just happened? This guy's usually putting me to sleep when I'm watching his videos. Oh, yeah. Well, this is what it's like when I'm live. I'm bipolar. And if that bothers you, go somewhere else. I can't not be me. But we're talking about something that I'm passionate about. I'm absolutely passionate about this. I'm passionate about your success. I want you to succeed. I want you to make money. I want you to stop working and do this on your own. Carve out your own fucking paycheck. I want you to have that. Don't you? Don't you want that? Are you here just playing around? Because if you're here just watching shit on YouTube because you're fucking bored, you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time. This is going to keep working. Until they take away the markets entirely, it's going to keep working. The market's not going to change the algorithm. I ain't changing shit. It works perfectly.